Ah, we are now.
Are we live? Hello, everybody. You're
Hello.
Guy,
Hello, everybody.
and I'm Guy. We're part of the Moerman team, as you know, and we are going to be grilled by Tradman.
Hello. Yes, you are. How are you guys? Are you well?
Absolutely. It feels a bit strange to be talking to the world through a screen. Well,
Yes.
the world, we see 3 reactions so far, 2 viewers, but I think, I'm not sure if that are 2 external viewers, but we'll just find out. We'll just
Yeah, this is
see
it.
what happens.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, as you know, I get a lot of questions from people via YouTube and Facebook, and a lot of them are Moerman related because I do tend to use Moerman tools. So I thought, well, rather than try and answer all these questions myself, it was nice of you guys to let me grill you and direct these questions toward you guys. So I thought, if that's okay, I could maybe talk about. I've got around about 9 questions here set up for you, and if you can answer them, that would be lovely for all the window cleaners around the world. If that's okay.
Fire away.
Super. Okay, so first one is, what's Moerman's goal? Where's Moerman headed, and what are you looking to kind of achieve in the window cleaning industry?
Yeah. Well, that's like the million-dollar question, of course. This is a question which occupies our mind most of the time. In order to have a goal, you have to see a problem first. I think in the very first beginning, we made a mistake. Now I'm talking about 5 years ago. We tried to solve a problem which was not there. After this first experience, we had a good rethink on how to. What is the real problem we want to solve here? And instead of finding one problem, we in fact found 4 big problems. Number one is that, according to our feeling, window cleaners are not sufficiently appreciated. In terms of money and in terms of compliments.
Indeed.
Okay. Second one is that it's not easy to reach good results. Right? It's you need skills. Yeah.
Yes, and true. It's very true.
We have also found that this is a dangerous job.
Can be, yes, indeed.
Right? Could be you're working outside, weather. You're either too hot, too cold. You're standing on ladders. You're in traffic. All that kind of.
Absolutely.
And then number 4 is that it's a strenuous job. It works on you. Your muscles ache, your tendons ache. It wears you out.
Very true.
So, of course, number 1 priority is to make more money, so to be more appreciated. And this is where we are really trying to accelerate everything and to make traditional window cleaning more efficient.
Okay.
So that's our goal. That's our number 1 goal. And then the good listener will have recognized the ease values behind our goal. So, yeah, the problem with not earning enough money should be solved by increasing efficiency. Then amazing results, safe and ergonomics, that should take care of the 4 problems we want to solve. So that's our goal.
That's brilliant. It's nice to hear that you have our welfare in mind and in your heart. That's good. We like to hear that because we do work hard. It's a hard industry, and that's not for everybody. So knowing that a manufacturer like yourself is kind of looking out for window cleaners, it's quite nice to know that. It's good.
Well, I would like to add to that by consequence, since there are a lot of things that should be better, should be significantly better, is that I really understand that there's a lot of anger or frustration that if things that we're trying don't reach the right goal immediately or the right result immediately. I understand that there's a big emotional load behind that. But we're really doing the best as we can. We're really developing these tools together with key users whom we call Ease Angels, and we give it our best shot. And and if we don't succeed at the first time, as you have seen from our behavior, we will redo it. We listen, we adapt. Of course, we cannot listen to everybody. Well, we do, but we cannot cater to everybody individually, right? We have to take the big mix of all the opinions and try to synthesize them. And this is our big task. And Jordi is a great asset into that, and is very mature in that, in trying to capture all these remarks and opinions and try to boil them down and get them in one tool.
Yes. Yeah. This is good. That's good. It's really reassuring to know that you're taking everyone's views into consideration, because I think sometimes in the past window cleaners have felt like they weren't being heard. So to come from you directly that you are listening, but not just listening, but doing something about it, it's really reassuring for window cleaners. So it's nice to know. So thank you for that.
Of course, Tradman, we can't do magic either.
No.
We are bound by the limits of the market, by physics, by all kind of
indeed, a lot of problem solving
limitations. So yeah, but step by step, we hope in making it a brighter world for the window cleaner. Huh?
Indeed, and it's just step by step, like you say, isn't it? When you take something and make something new, there's going to be teething problems, and with anything that you make. But getting that feedback directly from us as window cleaners to you, it's going to be beneficial for not just you, but for everybody that then chips in and gives their information, and then it's going to make a better, well-rounded tool. So and equipment to use. So it's all good. It all sounds great. So thank you very much for that. So my next question is, you've got this chap on your back wall. Now, can you explain a little bit more about this handsome chap? Where did he come from? And I've never seen him clean a window yet. So where is he?
Well, yeah. Well, we're trying to get him to step out of the poster, but and do the windows here at night. That would be nice. Huh?
Yeah, I just wondered. He's a very good-looking janitor or something. I don't know. It's
well, yeah. Who's Jack? Huh?
Who is Jack? It's a mystery.
Well, Jack is a symbol, of course. Huh? At the very first beginning, we have tried to create an image of what an image of a window cleaner, of a window technician, or a cleaning professional.
Indeed.
There are a few key characteristics there. As you can see, he's an adventurer.
Yeah, he's rugged, good looks with a beard.
Well, yeah, and he tackles the elements on his own mostly, and which is what adventurers do. He's brave, he's strong, and he's handsome. To your image.
I had nothing to do with it. He doesn't have a ginger beard, so he wasn't modeled on me.
So his really an image of the adventurer type, the guy that will solve the problem, get it done, and not be too picky about it. Huh?
Okay, yeah. No, it looks very cool. It looks very cool. So at the next show, we'll maybe see Jack make an appearance, maybe.
Why not?
You never know. It's like Batman. He could be lurking in the shadows. Cool. So I'm just bringing up my next question for you. So we've seen a little bit of this new accelerator handle that's going to be coming out. We saw a little bit on Facebook about that. Would you be able to tell us a bit more about that and how it's changed and what those changes are going to enable window cleaners to be able to do? That'd be really good.
Next question.
Okay, next question. Well,
of course, I will give the word to our R&D manager, Jordi.
So luckily, I have here an example of what we have improved on the accelerator. And as has been told, we are listening to the window cleaner. We are listening how we can further innovate and improve our existing products. And then we came up with this new Accelerated 2.0. And what has been changed is rather dramatically. We added 2 -0 degrees, so -5 and -20, which is really a big help for difficult situations. As well, we have modified the way how you attach a channel. This is now an easy release button where you need just your thumb to open it, and then you can easily attach the channel without it can fall out. So it means that you can adjust it while you are standing on the floor and just having a look how you can use it without any risk of falling out the channel. And then you can easily attach it with one big button, hammerized button. As well, you can see we have slimmed out the button or the bottom side of the accelerator, which makes the closing out of difficult windows much easier. This means that you will take all the water with you, so the result will be even much better as it is now. As well, further improved is the swivel lock. It's now an easy button that you can just push upwards and downwards, and then you can go from a swivel mode to a fixed mode. So let's say that this improvements really have innovated our product, and this has also been rewarded on the latest London cleaning show, where we got the award for this new product.
It's fantastic. It's all looking very nice. It does look pretty awesome, to be honest. It looks,
Thank you very much.
well, because I already thought the previous accelerator handle was really good. But I too found that one of the only issues I had was closing out. But it seems with this new handle, that's completely solved. And I do remember some comments coming from people on my YouTube channel saying that they found it difficult to take the channel in and out. So again, like you said, you've taken that into consideration.
Yes. Well, this were exactly. This is the proof of the pudding.
Yes.
We really do listen. It's impossible for us to react and make a new product overnight.
Indeed.
But we do listen. One of the main problems was closing out. Yeah, we solved it. This is a really slim, minimal obstruction close out in the back. And the other thing was, as you say, assembling, disassembling the channel. And this is now really easy with this big handle. Even with slippery hands, child's play to
much easier.
So
fantastic.
Yeah,
very good. Oh, I like the look of that. And do we have an approximation of when we can get our hands on it?
Depends on how much you pay.
For that, I pay quite a lot. It looks good.
Yeah. No.
These will be available still in April, beginning of May. So we are still on schedule for this launch.
Okay, because that's a question I get all the time. Is they ask me, so I'm like, I don't know. I'll have to ask the people that know. So there you go.
Yeah.
Perfect. Looking forward to it.
In the meantime, we're getting a lot of hellos and people checking in. So hello to everybody. There's somebody requesting a T-shirt. Of course, yes, we are Santa Claus. Of course, we do not only solve all your problems, we also will dress you.
Oh, brilliant. Fantastic. Is there any, because I can't actually see the comments on my end, so you'll have to let me know if anyone's saying anything.
Well, we've got a specific question here. I've got a large job already in mind where the new angles and flat bottom of the accelerator will save me from a few mods that aren't working great. Okay, super.
Brilliant.
Yeah, especially for you, Michael.
Fantastic. That's great. No, it really is. It's going to make window cleaners' lives a lot easier. So fantastic. It's good news.
Yep.
The other one I had for you, if we can just press on to number 4, I had, which was why you guys don't make smaller squeegee channels. This is something I get asked quite a lot. So the smallest you can buy at the moment, we can buy is 10 inches, or you go by centimeters, I believe. But most people refer to it as the 10-inch, but we don't have anything smaller than that. So I just wondered if you could maybe explain why we couldn't go down that line and get in smaller channels.
Yes. So as you know, we have our liquidator channel, which has the liquidator clips. And then we, of course, have our handles. And there we have the limitation of the width of the handle. If you want to combine this with the liquidator, then you have a minimal space over here. So this is mostly the limitation that we have to go even smaller than what is requested for the special windows with the small deviation that you have. So that's a little bit the limitation that we have over there.
Okay. And there's another thing. when we first started out in this business, we did launch a what was it, 15 centimeter?
15.
So that's what, 6-inch channel.
Oh yes.
And you cannot believe the volumes on that are just ridiculously low.
Yeah.
Very, very low. So yeah, the economics are not right. Huh?
Yes. Yeah. Well, you have to make money from it, don't you? You've got to. So.
Well, of course, this is a high investment. There's a high need for investment in any new product, and you have to keep your stock. You have to distribute it. You have to, the whole marketing efforts have to be done as well. So,
yes.
But okay, again, we listen. Huh? So let us know if this is keeping you awake at night. Huh?
Especially people that have the small French pane windows to do. Yeah. Those are the kind of people. But in the meantime, if anybody does want to know how to make their own, if you check out the Tradman YouTube channel, there's a video on how to make your own 6-inch liquidator. It's actually quite easy to do. So if anyone's stuck, then give me a shout. Okay.
Okay.
Number 5. Okay. Many window cleaners struggle with the durability of Moerman rubber. I think particularly it's the soft rubber. I was just wondering if you had any plans to try and fix it and keep the window cleaners happy.
Of course. Yeah.
Of course, that's one of our goals, of course, and we captured also this feedback, and we can confirm that also on this level we are keeping the innovation going. So yes, we continue on that one.
Fantastic. Oh, that's good.
It's a tough nut to crack. This rubber is a fascinating material. We have been working with natural rubber since the 50s in our squeegees. So we do know a thing or two about rubber, and it sticks when it's supposed to glide, and it glides when it's supposed to stick. And,
yeah, it can be a nightmare.
It's a very sophisticated material to work with. And there again, economics are not on our side, because as you know, this is a replacement item, and it's a highly rotating item, so any kind of damage you have, any nick or a cut, you have to throw it away. So optically, to most window cleaners, rubber is a large expense to them.
Yes. Yeah.
So if we would be allowed to ask, let's say €5 for a strip, then we could come up with an amazing compound, and we could solve it. But that's impossible. We would make the volume.
Indeed. Well, it's good to know that you're working on it. That's good, because that's a question I do get asked a lot.
We do, yes. Of course, because again, we listen. And but to tell you the truth, when I used to work on R&D as a main occupation, this was my first project, and it was still going on when I handed over to Jordi.
Okay.
But I think Jordi is significantly better than I am. So
I'm not saying anything.
So he'll find something.
No, it's good to know, because it is quite a common question I get asked. So it's reassuring for window cleaners to know that once again, you're listening and you're working on it. It's something's being done about it. So that's really, really good. Perfect. Right. So my next one for you. So this new DrAngle we've seen advertised on the internet as well. Could you explain a little bit more about how that works, and again, what benefits that's going to bring to window cleaners?
Well, as well, here I have the sample with me. So,
by the way, how do you like the name DrAngle?
Personally, I think it sucks. But that's just my opinion, it's just my opinion.
Maybe you say it sucks, but it sticks, huh?
It does stick, I mean, then again, if you throw some tartan paint on it, I'll be happy. That'll be fine.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Okay. Right. It's why did we call it DrAngle? Because it's it's the angulator. You know, it's the
See, that's better. The angulator.
solves all your problems. Solves all your problems. So yeah, go ahead, Jerzy.
So we have a wide angle range. Sorry, this means that you can go from a minus degree as well here to a positive degree. What is the big advantage of the DrAngle? That is the big ledger that we have over here. So we can really have the most difficult windows that you can imagine. You can really close out perfectly with this.
See, this is the ledge you can cover.
Yeah, massive difference.
How many centimeters is this, more or less?
Approximately 40.
40 centimeters. Yeah, so that'll cover most deep sills. I think people were struggling in especially commercial jobs, a lot of deep frames, deep sills that the previous angle arm just wasn't able to cope with. So this, again, should solve that brilliantly. Looks really good. So is that the same kind of mechanism on the angle arm that's on the accelerator handle for changing the angles? It's the same button?
Indeed, yeah.
That's correct, yes.
But it's made significantly tougher on the inside. You can't see that, but it's the mechanics inside are a lot tougher because it has to handle with this lever. Huh?
Indeed, yeah, a bit more weight.
The lever is quite tough, but we tested it, and in normal use, it's very, very durable.
Perfect. It looks very good, and it looks quite. Is it quite light as well? Quite.
Well,
you know, most angle arms can be quite heavy.
Yeah, I know there are a lot of there are some bodybuilders amongst us who like to deal with weights all day.
Yeah, not me. I'm too busy for that. Too busy cleaning windows and lifting weights.
For the mere mortals amongst us,
yes,
weight is not an advantage. So every gram which you add to the product, you have to lift it a couple of times a day, and this will add to your strain. So this is the ergonomics of the product, right?
Perfect.
To keep it as light as possible, of course, without making it weak. Huh?
Okay, no, it looks good. Looks
An
good.
important new feature as well is the way how we detach the tools. So as you can see here, we have at the back side.
Oh yeah.
The release button, and we call this the easy release button. You just push it on the back, and you can.
Much easier.
A nice feature that we also included here compared to our previous angle.
Yeah, that was quite difficult, the previous one, so that's a lot better.
This is for you ladies that complained about breaking with pushing the pin. You know, so you just pull the trigger and pull it out.
Yeah. Or if you've got big fingers, you couldn't get your finger in the hole to push the button. It's
So
So again, always improving.
Big fingers.
That's
We
brilliant.
also think
Fantastic.
I think that these are the most important things that we include over there.
But also, as you can see here, there's a channel, an opening.
Oh yeah.
For a water-fed tube.
Okay.
To pass it through. Can you see that?
Indeed, yes.
Look, you can see Jack's head.
Or mine.
You cannot fit Jack through it. Only the
No. Okay, I won't try that then.
tube. Yeah.
Brilliant. Now, is this angle arm going to be able to fit on most poles, or how is that going to work?
Yes, that's correct. We have designed it in this way that it fits on most poles.
Okay, good to know. Good to know. That's fine. Universal fit. We like that. Super.
Yeah, Peter, you'll have to talk to Carly because she's requesting this to be made in pink as well. Since
In
it's
pink, yes. Well, she wants everything in pink.
I made that mistake once.
yeah. The thing is, if everything ends up in pink, I have to then work with this lady out on the job with pink tools. It's not going to be a good look. It doesn't match my company colors. It's not good.
Yeah.
But super, no worries, right? See what other questions we've got lined up for you. So we've done the angle arm. Right, I've got, oh yes, now, the aluminium poles, the Moerman aluminium poles. The actual clamps themselves weren't overly popular, so I was just wondering if there's plans to try and sort this. This is something that comes up quite a lot on YouTube and Facebook. So just wondering, is there any plans in the pipeline to try and improve the poles?
Yeah, of course. Also there, we can tell you that we have listened to the window cleaners and that we went on with this innovation, and there will be certainly something coming up that will be much better and be a nice improvement on that one.
Oh, that's good. It's good to
guaranteed.
always fixing it. See, that's good.
Poles are important, are increasingly important, with the whole ladder problem.
Absolutely.
Most of the professionals I have met and I have spoken to have at some point had an issue with ladders slipping, falling over. And it's logical because the exposure time you have with ladders is so is huge if you don't use a telescopic pole.
Yeah.
So chances of having a ladder-related accident are very high. So it's up to us to help you solve it and help you avoid ladders. Sometimes
Indeed.
you just cannot avoid it, but let's avoid it as much as possible and keep that risk low. And we do recognize that our telescopic poles where there was room for improvement, let's say.
Indeed.
But that's nothing new. We think there's room for improvement always. Huh?
Oh yeah, absolutely. This is it.
And that's why we'll keep on listening. Huh?
That's good to know, because especially like you say with the pole work, it cuts down on ladder use, and also during the winter time, I was getting a lot of comments coming in from people saying that they, use the telescopic poles a lot more because if there's maybe snow or ice or whatever on the ground, that they didn't feel comfortable using a ladder. But trying to find a good traditional telescopic pole was not always easy. So, knowing that you're working on it again, that's good news. So thank you for that.
To continue on that point of never being happy with the tool, and that's also a reason why we add an extension to the name of the tool. For instance, the 1.0. Yeah?
Indeed. Yeah.
This is our, let's say, declaration of relentless effort. Huh?
So trying to always improve.
Always improve, yeah.
That's good, because some companies, we won't beat around the bush. Some companies will make a product and then they just leave it, and it'll be like that for the next 5, 10, 15 years. So
maybe
it's nice
that's
to know.
just because they're flawless and they hit it exactly right from the very first beginning. Huh?
Or they have no innovation. They're not trying to push forward.
Truth is in the middle, my friend.
Well, this is it. But no, it's good to know that we as window cleaners can come to you and say, and be honest and just say, look, this tool isn't performing as well as it could be, and you guys will sit there and go, okay, that's fine. We'll work on it and we'll come up with something. So it's a good message for window cleaners to know that. So thank you. That's super. All right. Let's see what else we've got for you. Don't worry, your grilling's not too much. It's not too far away from being over. Don't worry. All right, my next one is, if we as window cleaners have any issues with any of the products, what should we do about it? Apart from sitting at home and cry that we've spent money,
Miserable until the end of times.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, communication channels. Huh? Jon, would you like to say something about that?
Yeah, I think we are very open on that one, and we are on Facebook and we are all social media. So in any case of any questions, we are very open to listen and to hear advice or to give advice. We also have close contact with our Ease Angels, so if necessary, we can bring you in contact with one of them. But we are here to listen, and we are really eager to solve the problems and maybe come up with a better tool, or maybe give you advice how to do better, or how to use some tips and tricks on that one. So never doubt to contact us on that one.
Super. That's
we
brilliant.
always listen. We read. We see the videos, the posts. We are very involved. However, we rarely react on anything, because this would be a full-time job for a lot of people. But do know that we are always listening behind the screens. We just don't want to. We don't have the ego either to stand on the podium to jump on the scene at all times.
Yeah.
We want to have an overview and not focus too much on one opinion. We need
Yeah.
to capture everything, and this takes time, and needs a bit of thought behind it. And we always appreciate any kind of reaction. If your temperament allows it, then just staying friendly is always a plus.
Indeed, yes. I'll have to learn that one. Us Scottish people are a bit quick to get heated, eh? So
well, no complaints there.
No, but you do very well. I mean, you have to be able to, I suppose, take on criticism and then obviously find a positive solution to it. So, hats off to you for doing that, So there you go. Brilliant. That's super. So if anyone has any issues, give them all to Jordi, and the world will spin. That's the message.
That's it.
Perfect.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. I'll leave all the links to Jordi in the description of the video. Right, final one. So, are there any spoilers that you can tell us about upcoming products?
Ooh.
Can we, a little spoilers?
That's a tricky one. So in our innovation funnel, we have a lot of ideas, of course, and we always had the idea to start from the window and start our innovation and developments over there, and then slightly go away from the window. So over there, I can say that this year we will approximately launch 5 new products, and until now you have already seen 2 of them, so that means that we have still some months to go for another bunch of products. And as informed, we keep on continuing, so we are going away from the window, and a lot of more things are coming.
Oh, fantastic. To be continued.
Yes, of course.
Fantastic. Absolutely. Well, that's really, really great. Well, thank you ever so much for allowing me to grill you and ask you questions. And because it is obviously the best way is to ask you guys directly these questions that I get asked pretty much on a daily basis. So thank you very much indeed for allowing me to do that.
Yeah, maybe we can have a look if there is any live question that we can answer.
Let's see, Good news, pink. Wait, let's start from the bottom. Yeah, some hellos. Yeah, a nice comment by Andy Cressman explaining a few uses of the DrAngle. Okay, the end of the rubber pulls out sometimes. I understand. I assume this is with liquidator channels. Make sure that you use enough soap.
Indeed.
What would be your recommendations on this?
Yeah, same kind of thing. It also depends what kind of rubber they're using. Sometimes people will put in rubber that just naturally has a lot of friction on the glass.
Or too soft.
Yeah, but like you say, more soap. You're never going to go wrong with that. But yeah, I mean, sometimes you just work on a glass pane that has a lot of friction on it. If you're working on tint windows, things like that, or anything with a big abrasive rubber seal, you're going to get friction as well. So it's just keeping in mind all those things. But yeah, certainly make sure the soap's going on the applicator, and that should help solve most issues for sure.
Maris Melms asks, so you could make way better rubber that lasts longer, but it would be too expensive. Correct. Yeah, it's So, but it's our intention to make a way better rubber without making it too expensive. But yes, and in most situations, cost versus quality are related.
Indeed. Try to get the balance.
Yes, indeed. Any other questions you see, Peter, which are crucial to address now?
Unfortunately, for some reason, I can't see any comments on my end. They're all on yours. So it's all down to you, my good man.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Well,
I think we covered most of your questions. So
I can't think of any more things to grill you with. I'll save it for the next one.
Perfect. Okay.
If you're not too scared. No, but seriously, I do appreciate you doing this. It's much appreciated because, you know, it lets window cleaners hear directly from you that, you know, you're working, you're making things better, you're improving things, and things that you've already made, you're not just leaving them there and not doing anything about it. You're fixing them too. So it's all good.
Always.
Forward moving. So
All
I
right.
like that.
Very well.
Super.
Thank you very
Thanks, guys.
See you next time.
See you
Bye-bye.
next time.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.